Hello friends, this video on visualizing solid shapes part 13 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. So let us try to draw an isometric sketch of a cube. So here on the right hand side you see an isometric dot sheet, and on the left hand side you have the squared paper on which we generally draw the oblique sketch. So how would the oblique sketch of a cube would be? So the oblique sketch would be somewhat like this: the front face, the back face, and then connect the front and the back faces with parallel lines. Now let's say that in this case we are trying to draw a cube of dimension 3 by 3 by 3. That is, each side should be equal to 3 centimeters. So in case of the oblique sketch, we are not sure even if all the 3 sides are equal or not, but we have drawn a figure looking at which you feel that it looks like a cube, and that's how you say that it is a cube. But in isometric sketch, now you see how we will draw. So one side, the length of each side is 3 centimeters. So we have drawn a line of length 3, we don't know whether it is 3 centimeters or not, but 3 units. That's because 1, 2 and 3. So 3 units. We have drawn one line. We draw another line of 3 units, 1, 2 and 3. So we are taking care of one particular dimension right now. Let's also draw another line of 3 centimeters. So this is also 1, 2, 3. Similarly, this is also 1, 2, 3. So this ensures that all these 4 sides which have been drawn so far, they are all exactly equal in length. So it doesn't matter if it is exactly 3 centimeters or not, but at least this matter is ensured that all the sides are exactly equal, because all of them have been drawn using the same convention, and we know that the distance that we have considered here, that acts as our reference, right? So we have considered that this is, let's say, 3 centimeters. So in a similar way, we also ensure that the width is also 10 centimeters. Now instead of considering the depth directly like this, because if you draw it vertically or horizontally, again you will not get the 3D look. So therefore we draw this depth also as 3 centimeters. So you see here also 1, 2, 3, and that's how you get the depth, and you join these to get a cube. So this is one way of drawing a cube on isometric sheet. Now let us look at another way of drawing the same cube on the isometric sheet, and you see that how it will give a very different look of the same cube. In this case, what we will do is we will just draw the vertical lines vertically, and both the horizontal lines we will draw in diagonally, that is at some angle to the baseline. So let's say this is one horizontal line, this is another horizontal line. So let's say that these 3 axes represent the 3 dimensions. Let's say this is the height, this is the length, and this is the width, and each one of these is 3 centimeters, right? So how do you draw the other lines in these cases? Somewhat like this, because you would have a surface which would be a square here. So you have to have a line which is parallel to this line. Similarly, you would have another line like this, another line like this, and you see you gradually get a 3-dimensional object which is a cube. So this is a different view. So even though this is the same cube, but this looks as if you are looking at the cube from the top view. So this gives you a top view kind of a thing. So in this fashion, we draw isometric sketch, and isometric sketches ensure that the dimensions are proportional to that of the actual object. Now let's draw this similar isometric sketch for a cuboid. So this is how we draw the oblique sketch. So for the same cuboid, the isometric sketch could be somewhat like this. Let's say that you want to draw a cuboid of dimension 4 by 2 by 1. So the length is 4 units. The width is 2 units, and the depth here is 1 unit. So therefore you see the depth has been taken as just 1 unit. So you join these and these, so you get a cuboid. So in a similar fashion, here also you can draw it in this fashion, where you draw the height, the vertical line like this, and you consider one horizontal axis as 4 units, the other horizontal axis is 1 unit, and then you draw lines parallel to all the axis, because at each one of the axis you have one face. So you draw lines parallel to each axis, and that's how you end up having a cuboid. So you see that again, the view of this cuboid is very much different, but it is a three-dimensional view. But this also ensures that your cuboid conforms with the dimensions which are given in your problem. So even if it doesn't measure exactly 4 centimeters by 2 centimeters by 1 centimeter, but at least the three lengths are in the ratio 4:2:1. So here when you look at this cuboid from front, this is what you can see, but there are certain lines which are hidden. Those are these lines. So you see, these are the hidden lines which if you look at it from the front, you might not be able to see them. So this proves that with isometric sketches, it is more accurate because at least the sides are in the same ratio as that of the actual object. So it gives you an even better view of the real three-dimensional object.
Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.